What if the universe did not start with a math singularity and a fireworks blast, but with a supermassive black hole quietly losing its seal? In the energy filament theory, a mother black hole fades by tiny leaks, and the spill spreads into a finite energy sea with a real edge. Textbooks begin with a point and then inflate space to make everything big, flat, and smooth. Think of a pressure cooker full of thick soup. You don't need one giant explosion if the lid slowly stops closing. In this picture, the horizon is not a perfect glass surface. It is a stressed skin of the same sea, hammered by boiling tension waves from below. Micro pinholes can pop open and snap shut, like a safety valve that hisses in short bursts. That cuts the release into countless small events, so you don't get a clean shock shell to explain. Over long time, the pinholes become more frequent and harder to close, and the threshold turns into a leaky belt. Then the deep tension valley becomes a slow spill, energy oozes out and spreads like soup poured onto a table. Because the inner cauldron is violently mixed, large differences get sanded down first, and the spill inherits a near uniform base color. Small ripples survive though, like faint foam patterns, and those ripples later seed particles, atoms, stars, and the cosmic web. Now the edge forms without drawing a wall. As the spill thins, the relay of influence becomes intermittent, like sound dying in thin air. Past a threshold, long-range force and information simply can't hand off cleanly. So the universe gains a physical boundary that does not reflect. And because leakage and spin are patchy, that boundary can be an irregular coastline, not a perfect sphere. From the outside, it would look like the black hole is just getting lighter over a long era, not like space is sprinting away. Inside the new sea, the same mechanism naturally explains why isotropy can appear early. The boil mixes first, cooling comes later. Near the edge, you also expect a transition zone where stable rings struggle to hold, so structure thins out before the relay fully breaks. A geometric center may exist, but it is not a dynamical throne, because no signal can tag one point as the center in a well-mixed sea. If this origin is real, it should leave low-order sky fingerprints, like gentle large-scale texture bias rather than a sharp blast scar. In this picture, the universe stops being an empty stage and becomes a living sea that writes its own rules. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.